Evening guys, I've just arrived at the Tarp Forest car park in the back end of the beacons and I'm off to another wild camp. No boots tonight. Let's see up there. Ten minutes later, what we're learning is it's not much quicker on bike. So I'd say I'm about halfway. I'm about 25 minutes in, so I'm just stopping to take on some vital H2O. Still, but there's a little bit of a breeze. It's just the perfect breeze to keep you cool when you're walking. And yeah, I'm gonna put my foot down again to the gap you can see between the two mountains ahead. And then once you get there, there's a sharp right turn and quite a big ascent before reaching my destination for the night. But for once, I don't actually feel like I'm racing the clock tonight. I'm definitely going to be set up by sunset. Beer's staying cold in the bag. And the wind isn't too much of a problem. We're going to have to reassess where we stay for the night. So, I'm lucking out again tonight so far. Or not again, but lucking out for once tonight with a few things I don't normally have go my way. So, I'm going to get this water down me and I'll update you in a little bit. Excuse any upcoming screen glare, but fast approaching the split in the road where I need to turn off right. But I know from another YouTube video there's a right path going just up there, so I'm going to try that one today because off memory the one up a little bit further was absolutely brutal. It's quite steep. It's quite deceptive actually, so I'm going to try this one. It's still under an hour, so I'm really going to get a move on up there. And I've done really well to beat the sunset this evening again, so I'm buzzing with that. I'll come back and update you again shortly. I'll be honest, this is not what I need right now. That is steep, very steep. Onwards. I'll see you in a bit. I'm proper knackered now. It's the last stretch. I'm on about 51 minutes, so I told myself I can do it in under an hour. That'll be good. But I'm blowing. Right, I'll see you in a sec. I honestly don't think I've walked with a better view in the beacons than what I've got right here. So I've got Corndy, Penavant, Cribbin. I'm on Vanabig. Believe that's Winereath Ridge, which I've walked along and got lost along before, and I have to make my way down the side of the valley back to the car. But in terms of a view, this is spectacular. So I'm trying to do a little video of the tarp while I'm setting it up. Basically right now, everything bar one of the points is pegged out. This one's pegged to my bag, just to make sure it doesn't go off the edge. And quite simply, you enter underneath the one that's not pegged in, pop your walking pole up, and that becomes your front door. So, decided my front door needs to look at Penavant, Corndy and Cribbin. So a couple of seconds, we'll have one fully pitched tarp. been having a play around with the pitch. It's very windy. Very windy. It's just a little bit of wind up on you, nothing too extreme. But I've tried to pitch it quite high, so I can sit in my porch just there and enjoy the views. But I mentioned it on my last video. This is an AliExpress tarp. Cost about 50 quid. And I think it's a copy of a Trail Star. So sheds wind for fun, if I'm honest. I've had it out in some good wind, even when I was just using it for a day shelter before I was camping in it. I think it weighs about 500 grams, so it weighs 25% of my lightest tent. The weight, 25% of the weight of my lightest tent, which is the OEX Fox 2. I'm set up. I will lower it down a little bit later on if the wind does pick up, but I've got the summit to myself. I think I've passed 2 or 3 people on the way up, so I'm gonna sit down now, enjoy a nice ice cold can of Fanta, which I picked up from my shop on the way here, and as usual I'm just going to soak the views up. I'll come back and give you an update in a bit. So just while I'm doing nothing basically, I'll give you guys a little kit video. So pretty much this year is everything that's in my bag. So I've got a really small summer sleeping bag that comes from Mountain Warehouse. That cost about 20 quid. It's the thinnest thing in the world, but it's literally all you need for a night like tonight. It's my OEX mat. I've had that for about 3 or 4 years now. Weighs 500 grams, cost about 50 quid. Nothing too expensive. And then that is my bivvy bag, which goes over the top of the sleeping bag. It's an alpkit hunka XL. It's quite a well rated and well known bivvy bag. But nothing but positive feedback from me on that. So everything you need there, just to sleep on a hill really. Additionally, obviously I've got the tarp. Look at the room in there. There's honestly room for 4 people in there. You could probably sleep 4 adults in there comfortably. And I've got a little ground sheet, which I'll put down there in a second just to sit on. I bought this, which is, it's like a pyramid mosquito net, which I drape down off the top of the pole. Makes like an inner tent. I'm actually going to do it tonight and show you. My electrics and my cables. Luxury item. Got my down slippers. Just there. Tea, gas. See, that goes on there. Boil up some water. Hot noodles a good one. Funky little water bottle thing. 1 can of steam brew. Interesting. And we're done. It's not all about the alcohol. 1 can of Fanta. Cola. Not a big drinker, guys, if I'm honest with you. And then a litre of water as well, separate. So that's everything. Fits into a 35 litre backpack. I still think I can lose a few items from within here, just to make it a bit easier on myself. The slippers are obviously luxury. The long johns, which take up no room, are in the bag as well. But that's everything. So apologies for the wind all video so far, guys, but just a quick, because I've been dying to do it, tour with the Bivvy. So you can see, put it across the back tonight, nowhere near the sides really, maybe a little bit close on that side, but plenty of room over there to move it down. And honestly, there's probably room for another one, just the other side of it. You could probably get another one down the side there, and the same this side. To zoom out, focus. But yeah, this is more than a palace for one, definitely a palace for one. But you could probably use it for a multi-person shelter at the same time. And obviously, the weight of carrying this as your primary shelter is just going to save you a ton in carrying tents and poles and such. Bloody wind, but yeah, that's how it looks. I'm just chilling in my sleeping bag. At the end of the night now, I'll just slide into my sleeping bag. I'm not going to use the bug net tonight, and then that's my transition to going tarp free. See if I can cope without the bug net tonight.
Why am I looking at you? You're a picture in a frame. I make believe you're next to me, but I know it's not the same. Why am I looking at you? You're a pixel on a screen. You're animated.
So once again, guys, apologies for any wind noise, but it's just gone 10. As usual, I'm sat out in my bivvy bag, taking in some serious views. It's golden in the distance. There's a cloud inversion in the distance as well, but it's just too far away to properly appreciate, but I can still see it. Just about warm enough due to this excessive wind, which just seems to follow me most places I go. But perfect view, and I'll be going to bed in about an hour's time. I'll bring it back in the morning, guys. Thanks for watching so far.
See, it's true, so I'm gonna stop looking at you. Oh, I'm gonna stop looking at you.
Well, it didn't take long, guys. The wind has found out where I'm camping, and the rest of them have arrived. I've just gone round and I've had to basically go into hunker down mode. I've tightened everything. I've lowered the door. I've lowered the walking pole by 10 centimeters. The luxury of the view is abandoned. So, having said earlier, this thing sheds wind for fun. It might turn into a bit of a wind test. So, we'll see. It's standing strong so far. I've double tied out the front pole with an extra bit of rope I had in the bag. But it's having a good ripple, having a little wobble, just not really going anywhere. So, touch wood, it stays the same. Good morning, folks. Beautiful morning in the Brecon Beacons. Slept after the initial disturbance like an absolute baby. I woke up a bit late, if I'm honest, so getting a shift on. Pack up and get my butt back down to that car park, which is no doubt going to be absolutely heaving. So, beautiful view. It's a little bit cloudy. As usual, it's windy. Update you shortly.
Light a candle or curse the dark. It's all the same to me. Start a fire, drown the spark, shake away the heat.
So just pulled in to wrap the video up, guys. What honestly, I've said it a few times, what a beautiful morning. I'm looking forward to the rest of the day. If you managed to get to the end and this far, thank you very much for your patience with the wind. You really are a fan, and I think you should subscribe. But thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.